Hello guys and welcome to the next Urban News episode. Before we start, as usual, I'd like to thank to all my amazing Patreon and not only Patreon supporters, and let's go. As we continue to get impressed by the first days of Donald Trump's second presidency, we have some bad news for public transportation in the United States. The Trump's administration is cutting a popular transportation infrastructure grant program by 90% and on top of that removing environmental and social criteria from the program, which threatens funding for many cities including, for example, Milwaukee. Meanwhile, Milwaukee County Transit System was planning to receive a maximum grant of $25 million to modernize the Purple Line, which runs through the 27th Street corridor. In 2024, work on the new bus rapid transit project was suspended because of lack of long-term funding and federal support was needed to continue. But now, thanks to the funds reduction from $1.5 billion to $150 million, the chances of getting support have been greatly reduced. When MCTS staff tried to update their application, they also had to remove any references to historically underserved communities, meaning areas where residents have limited access to public transportation, poor health metrics, pollution, etc. So now plans to improve this situation by developing public transport don't affect the selection of grant applications. I don't like such a news at all, but here we are. But on the other hand, they could cut it to zero, so it could be even worse. At the same time, the French city of Lille is ordering new subway trains. The city transport company has purchased 15 more automated light metro trains with the rubber tires from Alstom for €210 million in addition to the 27 previously ordered ones. The trains from the latest contract will substitute the current Siemens VAL208, which will allow Line 1 to be operated exclusively with the latest generation of train sets. New train sets will operate on a new control system that provides direct communication between trains, making them more autonomous and improving overall system performance. They will consist of 4 cars, be 52 meters long with wide passageways and have a capacity of 545 passengers. Delivery to the city is scheduled to start in 2028. Škoda has unveiled the first 4-city plus tram for Prague, which is a part of a large order placed by the Czech capital in 2023. And this time I'm sure that Prague is the capital of Czechia. The total contract value, when fully realized, is more than €66 million. Prague Public Transport Company has ordered 40 trams to be delivered to Prague in stages, the first 20 this year and the remaining 20 by the end of 2026. New trams are 32 meters long, designed to carry 243 passengers and run at speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, in Perth, Australia, test trains began running on the new line between Thornlie and Cockburn, which was planned to be built in the last millennium, in 1999 to be exact. The first test train departed from the new Nicholson Road station on Monday and headed to Carlisle station along the new overpass. The $1.3 billion Thornlie-Cockburn Link project includes 2 new stations at Nicholson Road and Ranford Road, as well as upgrades of Thornlie and Cockburn central stations. The new 17.5 kilometers of new redundant tracks run parallel to the existing freight line and use tunnels built in 2000 that runs under the Kwinana Freeway as well as the Rowe and Albany freeways. When passenger service begins later this year, riders will be able to reach Perth in 26 minutes from Nicholson Road station and 29 minutes from Ranford Road station. The full opening is scheduled for mid-2025. The first 4 Schindler trams, donated by Basel, Switzerland, have arrived to Lviv, Ukraine. These are 3-section, 26-meter-long cars with a low-floor section in the middle that are to replace the fully high-floor Tatra KT4 trams on city routes, which will provide a higher level of comfort and accessibility for passengers. In total, Lviv is to get up to 25 such trams by 2025. In addition, last year the city began receiving almost low-floor VW cars from another Swiss city, Bern, so in the coming months the city's tram fleet will become quite Swiss. In general, Lviv's tram network has been operating since 1894, uses a narrow 1-meter gauge, and currently consists of 8 lines. The majority of rolling stock is made up of various modifications of the Tatra KT4, but there are also 19 modern low-floor trams built by a local manufacturer, Electron. Meanwhile, Société de Transport de l'Ottawa has signed a contract with Groupe Porteur to develop a project for the construction of the Gatineau-Ottawa tram line. I'm struggling, I know, sorry for that. In the spring of 2025, Groupe Porteur will provide a detailed work plan with all the deliverables and schedules for the project. The 24-kilometer tram line will run 22 kilometers in Quebec and 2 kilometers in Ontario. It will run in a Y shape with a southern and northern branches, serving 37 stations, including 4 multi-modal interchange hubs. The new service is scheduled to be commissioned by 2035. And that's all the news for this time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.